Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger were destined to be an item, in JK Rowling's mind anyway, as the writer had a personal desire to see them together. It was quite a tumultuous relationship throughout, but something definitely appeared to be in the works. However, those of us who spotted the chemistry early on always wondered just when it was going to happen. But the question I have is, who fell in love first? Was it Ron or Hermione? When it comes to Ron and Hermione, it always seemed to be a case of will they, won't they, or when they. No, not Wednesday, I mean when they, as in when they will finally get together after years of back and forward awkwardness, jealousy, arguments and all sorts of Hermione things. As we all know, they did end up together. They married, had kids and both went on to have individual successful careers. However, getting to the point where they became a couple didn't come easily. It was the complete opposite of easy actually. It never seemed to be the right time. Neither Ron nor Hermione would admit their feelings, and what made it more difficult is the fact that they both realised their feelings at different times. They both fell in love at different times. But who fell in love first? Well, Ron and Hermione have very different personalities. If we take Ron for example, he really didn't have much self-confidence. The success of his siblings definitely had its effect on him, and he regularly underachieved academically. Having Harry Potter as your best friend isn't exactly the best confidence boost either, as over the years Ron definitely felt the cold shadow of his best friend's fame. Even if he had developed feelings for Hermione early on, he never showed them, nor would he have, as he never truly valued himself. He would never believe that Hermione could have ever loved him at the very beginning. That's the beauty of Ron Weasley's character, his development. Ron grew in confidence, he grew as a person, and eventually began to feel self-worth. And no, it wasn't the last page of the last book, right at the end of the story. He had matured quite a lot earlier. He did often tease Hermione, but I don't think he ever gave her any signals. Hermione, on the other hand, is quite forward and upfront in many things. She always says it how it is, calls people out on their wrongdoing, but when it comes to liking Ron and eventually loving him, she became very uncomfortable, because how to deal with love isn't something you can study in school, or not something that's wrote down in a book. Hermione's strong personality comes from the confidence she has within herself. It's why she became so frustrated with Ron in later books. There's no practical approach to love, and this is why Hermione struggled. So we have Ron, who really didn't believe that any girl could ever love him. Hermione, who struggled to convey her feelings. Is it any wonder it took so long for them to get together? I believe Ron did have feelings for Hermione early on, but he was still in the dark with her. It's why he took to Lavender Brown so easily. There was no back and forth. Lavender put everything out there for him. She told him she liked him, made it obvious from day one. She constantly wanted to kiss him to the point he became suffocated with her needy, clingy personality. So if you go back to the Yule Ball, it's pretty evident that these underlying feelings he had were there for a long time. He completely turned on Viktor Krum, his hero, the player he worshipped and wanted to be exactly like, all because Hermione was his date. On top of that, Hermione looked completely stunning, which really made Ron jealous that the pair looked so complementary beside each other. They both ended up having a blazing row, and it's finally clear that they have feelings for each other. I definitely believe Ron developed feelings first, but Hermione fell in love first. Ron's bravery, for example, in saving Hermione from the troll in the bathroom in the first year, followed by his selfless act in sacrificing himself and almost his life in wizard's chess, really showed Hermione, even at a very young age, just how true a gentleman Ron was. Hermione was very capable of standing up for herself, but in the cases where she simply couldn't, as the situation didn't give her the opportunity to, Ron seemed to be there because he truly valued her as a person. He valued her so highly that he never believed that she could ever love him. Even when it became evident that she did, Ron still brushed it off, calling himself a free agent due to the confidence boost Lavender Brown gave him. Little did he realise that there's not a lot of Lavender Brown type girls at his beck and call, and that's probably a good thing too. So it really does appear to me that Hermione fell in love first, but it just seemed to take her too long to be able to figure out exactly how to go about it. She gave little signs and implications here and there, but as I've said, even when Ron realised his feelings, the one thing he missed was that it wasn't one-sided. Everyone, who do you believe liked each other first? And who do you believe fell in love with each other first? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comment section below. This is something that just crossed my mind earlier on yesterday, and I just wanted to make a video about it because I've always wondered who liked who first. So this is what I found with my research. I'd like to know what you think in the comment section below. And that is all for today's video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel if it is your first time watching. And if you're a fan of the channel and feel like you'd like to contribute, my restructured Patreon account is up and running. And in exchange for your contribution of a minimum of $1 a month, there are many rewards you can receive, like suggesting one of my upcoming videos, exclusive Patreon only videos for you to watch, and even one-to-one Skype calls where we can hang out and talk everything Harry Potter or anything in general. So please make sure to check out some of my other videos on the left hand side of the screen. My second channel, Game of Thrones Lore, is on the right hand side of the screen. And if you want to check out some merch, I've got a merch store on the bottom right, or you can click the link in the description below. Thanks again everyone, and I hope you all have a great day.